Ghost Recon Wildlands came out on March 7th, 2017 for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. And I remember when I was younger, I always wanted to play this game because it just seemed so cool. You get to be all stealthy, and whenever I was 13, I thought it was really cool. 6 years later, I'm here playing the game, but not only I'm playing it for the first time, I'm also going to be getting the Platinum for Ghost Recon Wildlands in this video. We're going to break up this video into 4 different steps. The first step of obtaining the Platinum trophy is to finish the campaign. For step 2, we need to go ahead and collect every collectible in the game, which is including over 535 skill points and also over 700 different items to collect. And I won't even lie, this step did drive me into insanity. For step 3, we need to max out our character and max out our entire skill tree, which also drove me into insanity as well. And the last step is to go do the miscellaneous trophies and mop up the online trophies, and that's how we're going to obtain our Platinum. The game takes place in Bolivia, where we are a character named Nomad and we are introduced to a CIA agent named Bowman. And we are sent here on a mission to destabilize the cartel and find El Sueño, who is the main antagonist of this game. But first we meet Pakatari, who is the leader of the rebels, which the faction we will be siding with in this game. We are sent on a mission to find someone named Amaru, who is captured by the Santa Blanca forces, and we need to bring him back home, and that's when we unlock our first trophy. A good start. There we go. So for this game, we have the regular skill tree, and then we also have a rebel skill tree, which whenever you upgrade it enough, you can get rebel forces to come help you in a fight, or even you can request for a helicopter or armored car. There are a lot of different skills for the rebel skill tree, and for this trophy, we unlocked it by just getting a rebel skill unlocked. There we go, we got Rebel Sympathizer, unlock the rebel skill. One of the best features in this game is the stealth. Whenever you are attacking a base at night, it has a really cool aesthetic to it, and you really feel like you're on a mission while playing this game. And while watching this video, you'll notice later on that I stopped caring about the stealth because it just takes way too long. But for this trophy, we unlocked it for getting a melee kill at night. Death in the Dark, made a close combat kill at night. There we go. In Ghost Recon Wildlands, they have a really cool story system where there are 21 different regions and each region has 4 to 6 missions. And they also have a final boss at the end of each region. And there are also 4 different sections, and each section has a main boss, which you need to complete 4 mini bosses in that section to be able to access the main boss. It's a lot to take in, but that alone will take me 25 hours to do. For this trophy, we got it for just by beating 1 main boss. Beat the boss, defeated your first boss, let's go. This next concept is also a really cool concept in the game, whereas you get to mark enemies, and whenever you want, you can have your teammates shoot at an enemy at a specific time. And the way you mark them is either with binoculars or a drone, and for this trophy, we have to mark 100 enemies with a drone. We got Eye in the Sky, mark 100 enemies with a drone, there we go. We are about 25% done with the main story, and I have been playing this game on and off because I haven't really had the time. But we finally started grinding the game out again, and while doing this mission, which was honestly so annoying, all because there was a bunch of glitches in the game. I was raging and wanting to delete this game, but we pushed through, and while doing multiple attempts of this mission, we got a trophy for driving a total of 100 kilometers. There we go, we got Road Warrior, drove a vehicle for 100 kilometers, let's go. So the collectibles in this game is definitely something I wasn't expecting. I really never thought in a million years that this game would ever be able to compete with the amount of collectibles that Hogwarts Legacy has. I know the skill points isn't technically a collectible, but you have to go around the map and find them and pick them up. So if that's not a collectible, then I don't know what is. But for this trophy, we picked up a collectible called a Legend, which is just another type of file or collectible. There we go, we got Legend Hunter, discover 1 legend. So just like earlier, I mentioned that you can mark enemies with binoculars, and for this trophy, it will take a little bit longer to do, just because you don't have much freedom with the binoculars. And it's only because you can see in a straight line or move left to right, unlike the drone where you can fly up in the air. But it didn't take that long to get this trophy. We got Eagle Eyed, mark 100 enemies with the binoculars, let's go. This game has a lot of combat related trophies. For example, this one you need to get a sniper with a pistol. Now this trophy is pretty easy. If you can't hit a shot with your pistol from below a sniper's nest, you could just climb up the tower and shoot him from there. It doesn't have to be a certain distance as long as it's a sniper with a sniper icon above the guy. With a pistol. Took out a sniper with a pistol. Let's go. One of the main features in this game is interrogation. Whenever you interrogate an enemy, they can either give up information on where supply missions are, or they can give up where skill points are or where weapon cases are. For this trophy, we got it for interrogating 20 people. Deadly Curious, interrogated 20 sources, let's go. So earlier I mentioned there are 4 different operations in this game. One of them is the production operation, which basically is producing white powder so they can sell it and make money. And after defeating each boss and mini boss, we finally got the trophy. Shutdown, completed the production operation, let's go. So just like the production operation, there is also an influence operation, which is basically just the cartel trying to make it seem like they are the good guys. And so they try to recruit more cartel members, so they have a very high respected public speakers who are a part of the operation. But once we got everyone, we got this trophy. Bad reputation, completed the influence operation, there we go. We also have the smuggling operation, which requires us to take out people who smuggle illegal narcotics from country to country, and we got a trophy for that one as well. Smuggler's Blues, completed the smuggling operation, there we go. And for our last and final operation before we go on to attack El Sueño is the security operation. We got Broken Locks, completed the security operation. Alright, that is our last operation. So now that we have taken down every operation head, we move on to the big boss, El Sueño. And I won't even lie, as much as at this point in the game I wanted to be done with the platinum, we were nowhere near close with being done. And I wish I knew that earlier. The story was definitely the most fun I've had playing the game, but we got this trophy after we finished the last mission. The end. Finished the story. There we go. So now that we are done with the main story, we move on to the most dreadful part of this game, and which honestly made me go insane. And it's the collectibles, which is going to be step 2 of this platinum journey. And as we get the trophies, I'm going to be explaining each one along the way. So after we complete the main missions, we also had to complete 2 more missions, which require us to figure out what happened to Ricky Sandoff. And those are the 2 last story missions, and you're only able to access them after the main story is done. And when you complete them, you'll have an alternate ending if you replay the missions, so it's a pretty cool thing they added. There we go, we got Mission Master, complete all story missions, let's go. So now for this trophy, we need to unlock all the rebel skills, and there are 5 of them. There's spotting, there's vehicle drop-offs, and also rebel reinforcements, and also many more. And we need to unlock one of each of them, and the way to unlock them is by doing missions for each specific one. And that's how we get our trophy for doing exactly that. Real Rebel, unlocked all the rebel skills, there we go. And then we got this trophy for playing one of every mission. So not only you have to have enough skill points in the end to get all the skills, you have to also reach level 30, which I was pretty much level 28 by the time I finished the main story. So I got to level 30 while going for all the collectibles, and so here's that trophy. We got the champion, max out your XP and levels. I don't know why I said that with an accent. For this next trophy, we need to collect 50% of all documents in the game, and I won't even lie, when I first got the trophy, I thought it was for all the documents, not just 50%. And what's sad was I have been already doing it for 6 hours, so I actually had hope I was done. There we go, we got all the documents. Oh wait, no, that's only 50%. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding. So for these next few trophies, I'm gonna explain them all in this one clip because I don't need to explain them individually. One of the collectibles requires us to go find every type of gun in the game. So we need to find assault rifles, submachine guns, light machine guns, snipers, shotguns, and pistols. And there are at least 60 of those cases scattered throughout each region. You could also go and get all the attachments, but it's not required for the platinum, and this collectible grind is already long enough, so I didn't even bother. But here's a compilation of all the weapon cases trophies. Another collectible that we have to go earn is something called medals. What medals do is they boost your skills. For example, if there is a skill where it gives you a 10% boost to your weapon damage, a medal could possibly up it to 15 instead of 10%. And there's already 1 or 2 per region, so there's around maybe 30 or 40 in the game. And we got the trophy for getting them all. Heavy medals, collected all the bonus medals. There we go, that took a while, I'm not gonna lie. For this next trophy, we were required to skydive 10 times, and I'm honestly surprised I didn't get this one sooner, but to be fair, I didn't really skydive that much. We would always get spotted in the air right away, but I did it enough to the point where I didn't have to go out of my way to do it, so here's the trophy. Fearless, we skydived 10 times, and that's how we unlocked the trophy, there we go. The main collectible in this game is the documents. There are regular documents and there are also legends. The legends are mostly like mementos or physical objects, and for this trophy we got it for getting every legend in the game. We got Legendary Hunter, discovered all legends, finally. So just like the legend documents, these are the regular documents. Now the problem with this trophy was some of them that I collected didn't even count. I'm pretty sure there was around 3 to 5 that didn't count, so I had to go play the extra DLC missions, which had a few Kingslayer files, and then I got the trophy right after that. We got the whole story and we finally found all the documents. This next trophy was a trophy that I got while going for another trophy. The other trophy I will discuss later. But for this trophy, we got for tagging 10 convoys. Convoys are very important in this game because each one of them gives you a certain supply required for leveling up and buying skills. I will go more in depth into it later, but here's the trophy. Highway Bandit, we tagged 10 convoys for this trophy, let's go. And then after what felt like 24 hours of just constantly doing the same thing, we finally got the last 2 tedious trophies in the game. We had to upgrade our entire skill tree and upgrade all drone related skill trees. And I'm grouping these two together because I got them at around the same time. And like I mentioned earlier with the convoys, we had to do the same convoy at least 100 times just to have enough supplies to get all the skills. But here's our trophy. So earlier I mentioned we have this feature called Rebel Skills, and this is basically a second skill tree. But instead of needing skill points to upgrade it, we need to complete 9 missions for each category, and there are a total of 5 categories. So we need to complete a total of 45 side missions, which didn't take that long, but maybe took around 2 hours to do. But here's our trophy. No better rebel. Alright, we maxed out every rebel skill, let's go. This next trophy was surprisingly easy. All we had to do was shoot a mortar and take down a helicopter. Now, I'm honestly surprised that it didn't take longer, but if you go to a supply mission where you have to steal a helicopter, usually one of the enemies will fly away with it, so then you can call a mortar strike on them and you'll get the trophy pretty easily. Oh, we got a trophy for shooting a helicopter out of the air with a mortar, let's go. And for this trophy, all we had to do was shoot someone 400 meters away and we unlocked that trophy. We got long shot, hit a target from more than 400 meters away. There we go. And then earlier on, when we unlocked all the skills, we also unlocked the bomb drone, and for this trophy, we had to get a kill with the bomb drone. We got death from above, kill the enemy with a drone, let's go. And for this next trophy, we were required to unlock the C4 ability, and then we need to go find a base with a generator and then blow up a generator with a C4. And while I was finding the generator, I honestly was struggling because the base was so big, I literally could not find it, but I finally found it and we got the trophy for it. Blackout Boomer, destroyed a generator with a C4 blast, let's go baby. Now for this trophy it took me a little bit due to the enemies not moving into the correct position I needed, but for this trophy we were required to take out 7 enemies with a 1 mine explosion and a 1 C4 explosion. And for some reason they wouldn't go near the diversion grenade, so it took me about 20 minutes to figure it out, but we got these 2 trophies for getting 2 kills with a C4 and a mine explosion. A better mousetrap, killed 7 enemies with a single mine, finally. And a few attempts later, we got a trophy for killing 7 enemies with a C4 instead. And there we go, we got Cluster Bomb, kill 7 enemies with a C4 blast, let's go baby. These last 2 trophies are the last online trophies needed for the Platinum. For one of them, we need to complete 3 missions with another player, and then we need to take down an enemy while in close combat, while another of our teammates are shooting at them. These were definitely very easy for both of these, but if you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a subscribe and like, and if you did watch all the way throughout the video, comment down below Far Cry and I will be replying to every comment. And for the next video, we're going to be getting all the Far Cry Platinums. I hope you all have a good day. Goodbye.